What do we want to do? I don't know. I'll think of something. Let's do it. Oh, you already made me live. All right, cool. We can roll with that. Let's roll with it. Welcome to Stewart Middle School, which is a very cool school. All right. It is Thursday. It is first period, and we're doing 3D printing with my awesome 6th graders. Let's take a look at what's going on over here with our Dremel 3D printer. This one is named Black Panther because I name all of our computers and printers after Avengers characters. And you can see the 3D printer doing its thing. The extruder is this moving head on the top. And the extruder gets really hot. You would not want to touch it. And it heats up the filament to make whatever it's going to make. And today we're making an 8-sided die. Here is a 6-sided die. Very useful. But I kind of would like an 8-sided die. And we're going to print that. And if you come back and check in on us in 33 minutes, that thing's going to be done. But you probably don't want to stick around for 33 minutes. Maybe in the next live stream, we're probably going to show it off and you'll get to see it. But how does a 3D printer work? Well, it heats up the plastic. The extruder heats up the plastic. But what does the plastic look like? It comes on a spool like this. How's the audio sound, by the way? Pretty good? Yay. It's going to work. Technology is going to work. Okay. So here's the filament. It is a thin bioplastic. I've read that this is a type of plastic called PLA filament, and it is a bioplastic made from corn and who knows what. So in theory, it could biodegrade, which is cool. So this thin filament gets heated up by the printer, and as you can see, it goes back and forth to make our objects. And the objects are printed layer by layer by layer, and then the layers just stack on top of each other, and it makes whatever it is you're making. So this camera got made layer by layer, so it printed the bottom first, and at the very end, and I think this camera took, I don't remember how long, maybe 6 hours to print. It started on the bottom, and the very last thing the printer printed was the top layer up there. And of course, you can have different colors of filament. So we got the black filament, and we've got, oh, what's some of the other stuff? I really like this bright orange filament that we used for this one. So if 3D printing looks like a lot of fun to you, you will want to take technology class in 7th grade or in 8th grade, because 3D printing is one of the things that we do. Oh, look at that, look at that. I love it. What is one of the other things that we might do in technology class next year? We race these cars. And these are really cool cars. We design them on the computer, and then we race them in the cafeteria. And I really need to show you some video clips of what it looks like, because words don't really do it justice. But here's a really cool CO2 dragster that somebody made years ago. It's a really nice car. So if you like woodworking, if you like computer design, if you like racing, you might want to take technology class. Here's what we're going to do on the computer is we are going to hit that fade 300 millisecond button so that we can show people what is on our computer here, on our director's computer. Yeah, very good. So here we can see that no one is really watching our YouTube channel because we're not truly live right now. But what we can also do is let's click on this PR button, because that stands for Premiere Pro, which is a very high quality, professional quality video editing software. And I'm in the process of making a video for our YouTube channel that shows off the dragster cars. Let's hit the play button right here, and I'll try to move the screen around so that you all here in the classroom can see it. If you can see that okay. It's a little glitchy. The speed isn't really good because we're asking our computer to do so much right now. We're playing back 4K video while we're doing a live stream, and it's kind of too much for our computer. But you can see what the cars look like. This is from earlier this year. My 7th graders and 8th graders made these cars. And these are really works of art, but they're also really fun. because you get to race them against each other. Here's where we design it on the computer. So everything is made very precise. We measure everything out and design it in AutoCAD. Then we take the block of wood, take that printout from AutoCAD, put it on the block of wood, then we drill the axles. So we get to use all these machines in our wood shop. Then we cut it out on the scroll saw. This requires a lot of skill, so we practice this. But once it's cut out, it looks like that. And then we sand it. We use the power sanders. So you get to learn how to use those machines. But then we do a lot of sanding by hand because there's really no shortcut to making your car look as good as it can. Then we spray paint it. We got all different colors of spray paint. This one looks really nice. You can see we can spray all the different faces of the car. And that is how fast they go. Did you see that? Watch this. Whoa. That is real time. That's how fast they are. Here's the slow motion of the cars coming into the finish line. They kind of crash into the finish really fast, and we have to slow them down so people can see them. Cool. Well, let's do the fade button, and we'll bring it back onto the face cam. So that's a little bit about what the CO2 dragsters are. So you know about 3D printing, you know about the CO2 dragsters, and there's one more thing I got to tell you, which is down here. Got this really cool sign that says TSA on it. If you are looking for an after-school club for people who love technology, you can join this club. We're not doing it right now, but next year we're going to get it going again in the fall, probably in November. But we're going to meet once or twice a week after school, and this is for if you love technology, like if you love Lego robots, if you love drones, if you love 3D printing, if you love making things in the wood shop, any of that stuff, we do it in the TSA club. If you've heard of the FFA club, that's for people who like agriculture. The TSA club is for people who love technology. So I just wanted to put that thought out there in your minds that you'll probably hear on the announcements next year about joining TSA, and you might want to do that next year. Cool. Well, I think that's really about everything I wanted to cover. Does anybody have any shout outs? You want to come up here and say, hi, Mom? Or actually, we need to switch camera operators, don't we? We should probably do that before I forget it. Does anybody want to come up here and do a shout out and say, hi, Mom, or anything like that? No, that's okay. That's okay. I think one of the things I was thinking about doing was giving people a little bit of a tour of the classroom. Even though the camera can't move, you know, our camera is pretty much stationary because it's on a tripod, but we can pan the camera around so that we can see some of the different things in the classroom. So follow me over here. I never get tired of talking about all the cool things in our 3,000 square foot studio space. Like we have a studio, we have a wood shop, we have multiple studios actually, because over here, this one is our recording studio. You can see the acoustic panels on the wall. That's for making really high quality audio recordings for voice or instrument or podcasting. But then we also have our fleet of DSLR cameras so that yearbook students can learn photography or the technology students can learn photography. I love this little recording studio room. But then our other studio is over here, where we've got a white backdrop and we've got a green screen. We have continuous lighting, we have strobe lighting. Maybe I should show off this one. This one's new, we just got this. So you probably haven't seen this a whole lot in our videos. Isn't it nice that you can still hear my voice even though I'm far, far away from the camera? It's thanks to this lovely wireless microphone, wireless lavalier microphone that's on here, the Rode Wireless Go 1. Kind of nice that we have that technology where I have the freedom to move around the room and you can still hear my voice. So this is a transmitter. We're going to turn the transmitter on and see if I can pop the flash. Hopefully it's not going to be too bright for the camera. Here we go. Whoa. Did that look too bright? No? Woo! We can make it brighter. It's only on 1/16th power right now. So we could go from 1/16th power to 1/8 power, 1/4 power, 1/2 power, or full power. But a 16th is probably enough. We don't need to go too crazy. But you can see that this is a studio strobe for still photography. Like if you were going to get your portrait taken, That's a new item. And it's thanks to a generous grant from our friends at Blue Ridge Community College. We were able to purchase that. And I like it so much, I'm going to work on getting us another one because I really want 2 of those. So that's our other studio. We got a recording studio, we got photography, videography studio. The computer's here, kind of in the center of the room. This is kind of the design studio where we can do computer-aided design, we can do photography, graphic design, video editing, photo editing, that kind of stuff. So we've got that kind of studio as well. Ooh, maybe we should go, I'm just going to go walk through the shop a little bit, put my safety glasses on because our rule is anytime we cross over from this half of the classroom to this half of the classroom, we got to put the safety glasses on because you never know what could be going on over here. It could be the table saw, it's pretty loud. It could be the compound miter saw or the drill press. You saw the drill press in action in that dragster video. Could be one of these, we could be using one of these scroll saws over here. These things are nice, and you saw that in the video too because these are how we cut out the cars. And we've got some lovely workbenches. We have an area back here for spray painting. We have a ventilation hood that vacuums up all the fumes from the spray paint and evacuates those so we don't have to breathe those in. The tool cabinets are back there, all kinds of tools. So many fun things. What a nice little tour of the classroom. Let's end the tour over here. Let's see how we're doing. We got 26 minutes left to go. Oh, this is looking good. It's looking good. I can see kind of the lower half. It seems like the lower half is built, and then we just got to get the upper half of this thing built. But cool, that looks pretty good. Does anybody want to do the outro, or are you going to make me do it? Wow, my glasses sure are fogging up. I really hope that next year we don't have to wear masks, because then my glasses won't fog up. Cool. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you tune in to our next live stream. We'll be showing off this D8 die after it gets printed. Good job to the camera operators and the director for running a good show. Thank you for watching.